roast.
Yo, she's married to Chris Cole.
Comments.
So then after she got done talking about how
that's
people her on the internet,
cursed.
she decided
I didn't even
to
know that.
insult this kid's YouTuber, Miss Rachel, which she immediately regretted and deleted her post about it because she got a ton of backlash for it, and now has been trying to do damage control, which of course doesn't seem to be helping. So I'm not that familiar with Miss Rachel.
I love Miss Rachel. God bless her. She's based
videos, and she's really popular. And she also is
Big Palestine, you heard?
out what's going on in
Suck my
Gaza.
trick.
And I saw recently she was in some controversy because she liked a tweet that said "Free America from the Jews." Then she deleted it, apologized, and said it was an accident. So I think Whitney saw that.
Yo, there's no way Miss Rachel slipped like that. Oh my god, bro. You can't slip.
Maybe people are turning on her and saw this as an
Oh
opportunity.
no.
Whitney, it seems like already
Can't
found her
slip off the
annoying.
deep
And
end,
maybe it's because of
brother.
her take on Israel. I know Whitney claims to be
No.
Jewish. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but either way, Whitney said Miss Rachel was always off base.
Oh my
dude. Why does she
God.
talk to
Yeah, because she's a kid influencer. Oh my god, bro.
the kids like they're deaf morons? Also,
Yeah,
if
one
you
job,
need to dress
bro.
like a toddler to trick them into liking you,
Anti-Zionist, not
that's information to
anti-Semitic.
give to a mental health professional. And I think Whitney also posted a video about it too.
No, but mate, we clocked that T. I'm still on Miss
Once she
Rachel.
started getting backlash, she
It was a
deleted
mistake.
everything. But people saved this post and were sharing it, and she was getting so much shit for it. Then she started coping, which
Wait, she-
obviously did not
Yo,
help at all
chill.
because it seems like she's still kind of being passive aggressive about it. She says she didn't know that Miss
proper
Rachel
thing
was
was
specifically
is to
for
say free
neurodivergent kids.
the United
Like,
States
now Whitney
from
understands that's why she talks to kids like they're deaf morons.
That's the proper thing.
And that's why she decided to delete her post.
'Cause there's
But
base
apparently that's not
Jews.
even
There's a
true.
ton of
People
base
keep trying
Jews.
to tell her like no, her content's for everybody, but she doesn't.
Just
seem
like
to
there's
wanna
base in
listen
every
because
other
she repeating
spot,
the
you know
same
what I'm saying?
thing about how she didn't realize Miss Rachel's content was specifically for
And those base
neurodivergent
Jews definitely
kids.
felt type of way.
Also, she acts like she's in this tough position being a comedian and a mom, and she's having a tough time trying to balance it. Like she said, I'm new to being a mom and a comedian. I'll probably make more mistakes. I'm not surprised when Reddit bros attack me anymore,
Wait.
but the mom space is a curveball. I'll be more careful and get thicker skin because I know how exhausted moms are and how precious your kids' heroes are. And she also said I have misophonia and get
Yo,
overstimulated.
Miss Rachel's community, the moms pulled up on her, said, "Suck my Drake."
So I don't do well when people are very
Yo.
loud in my face, and my son
Wait,
doesn't
this is
respond well
fire.
to it. So it's crazy to hear Whitney Cummings say she doesn't do well with people that are very loud in your face when that's exactly how she is. And same thing with Bert Kreischer, who she's good friends with, and most of her comedian friends.
Bro.
So I don't know what the hell she's talking about. She also said some kids entertainers do this and it's frustrating, but I didn't even know Miss Rachel was specifically for neurodivergent kids. And once I learned that, I took it down. I made a mistake as an entertainer, but y'all attacked me on purpose. And again, Whitney said,
Because honestly, from Whitney Cummings' perspective, it makes sense. Imagine someone said, "Yo, free America from the Armenians," and it was like Armenia that was doing that bullshit. But what about the Armenian Americans that are based, or like the Armenians in Armenia that are based? You know, like what about them? But I don't even know to the extent of how much she attacked her. Damn, Miss
I made
Rachel,
a
what the
TikTok with
bro?
Rachel. My son and I don't do well with loud, intense talking, so it's not working in my house. Even though
Wait,
that
so Miss
sounds
Rachel actually
perfect
liked
for
it?
her house. But she said maybe that will change.
Yo.
I also have notes for
Yo,
Winnie.
simple.
I'm new
Honestly,
to the
I'm
mom
on
space,
Candace's team.
So thanks for your patience. And of course, now she's trying to play the victim and act like everybody's coming after her. for
Bro,
no
Joe
reason.
Rogan,
Like she posted this random message she got
Fell
from
off,
somebody
man.
where they said,
Compromised.
"You are done. You have no
He was
idea
bought
what's
out.
coming. Watch yourself, Miss Girl." And then she
They're
said,
gonna get
"Not
me
sure
next.
What else I can say except I didn't know Miss
Unless they
for
roll me
neurodivergent kids, and I
Sorry.
should have done more research. I've been doing videos on being a new parent and the things we watch to give out
Bro,
my
did
number.
Miss Rachel
y'all
actually
say
do
my
that
kid is necessary, thanks." And also, she's like, so nobody can.
She was trying to delete it and hit like instead of well.
Oh. Well, and people didn't care as much.
Oh,
So
dude,
this
no
crash out.
way. See, I believe that because she wouldn't do that. She wouldn't be like, nah, she's trying to delete it. I believe her.
Might be the funniest Whitney's ever been. Like, she definitely does not like Miss Rachel and wants to take shots at her.
We believe
but
her.
Now people are forcing her to walk it
We
back
believe
and
her.
apologize, even though she doesn't seem to really feel bad about it and kind of just seems to be mocking the people that are mad at her. So she should just double down at this
It's a
point.
crazy slip,
Like,
though,
she
I'm not
also
gonna
made a
lie.
couple of TikToks about it too.
If you think the Taylor Swift fans are intense, wait till the Miss Rachel fans come for you. So I did take the video down that I made about Miss Rachel. I didn't know that she was for neurodivergent children. I just didn't know that. Some people told me that she is. Other people are saying, no, she's not. I don't know the answer. But, you know, I I do think
That's a fact.
it's possible to be a
That's a
parent
fact.
and a
She has been,
comedian.
bro.
Hopefully, we'll see.
Especially as a child influencer, she put her life on the line.
I was sort of mostly focusing on how she doesn't change her clothes. She wears her overalls and her pink outfit, and it's hard for me to convince my son to change.
She got a bunch of them.
And then the audio cuts out, so she had to do another video. But in her original post about this, where she got a ton of backlash, she should have just made the point she was making at the end there, you know, about how Miss Rachel wears the same outfit and it's already hard enough for her to get her kid to change. Like, if she had just said that, I think people would have been fine. But instead, she had to say Miss Rachel needs to talk to a mental health professional, which I think is just projection. Wow. But Whitney's obviously having a tough time being a mom and a comedian, which makes sense because she's already barely a comedian.
Oh my god!
But this might be some of her best.
I love
work.
these comedian videos, bro.
She's being so passive aggressive.
This guy and like 2 other channels to be killing
like
it.
She's trying to troll the people that are mad at her. Like in her second video, she's
I
like,
eat this mic. It looks so good.
If somebody made fun of Thomas the Tank Engine, I'd be pissed too. And at the end, she's like, I'm trying not to be funny in this video because I know I can't joke about this sacred person. So she definitely does not like Miss Rachel and doesn't understand why people are so
I would slide for Miss Rachel.
You know, seeing her have to reluctantly walk this back because people are mad at her.
I should have known more about Miss Rachel and the way that, she speaks in her videos. It does
look just like her.
My son, but maybe he's just not old enough.
Looks just like her. Scared.
That's all I'm gonna say. You know, he struggles with people being in his face really loud. I'm navigating him and what he reacts to, and I only have the.
Yo, bro, I just noticed that. I'm not gonna lie.
It wasn't the same experience that you guys have.
How do you not see that? That's the first thing I look at when I look at myself is my lips. Make sure my chin not.
He's gonna be obsessed with her. Maybe I just showed it to him a little bit too young.
Real gargoyle, bro. You
About
guys would be a perfect match.
Children's icons. It didn't. They haven't gone this poorly. Like Winnie the Pooh, not wearing pants. If someone.
Oh
made
my
fun
god,
of
bro.
Thomas the Train.
That's
I'm sure
crazy,
I would
bro.
be just as pissed as you guys are at me. So fair and
it's not about that.
it not well at the moment. And I did not know about all the deeper. It became about Palestine and Israel and all these other things.
YouTube, please, please. I'm just kidding.
That and I should have known that.
Bro, that's how you know. That's how you know. That's the indicator.
And
yo, Bams.
I should have done more research. I should have known more about her. I should have known more about the
Yo, it's crazy. He got Armenian capital tatted on him, bro.
To post,
yeah, I can't stop doing it.
And it's
yo, who's putting
really
those emojis in the chat? God bless. I'm gonna pull up on you. I'm gonna take yo.
Right now.
Me and Major gonna pull up on you. Take a neck.
What's going on in the world is terrifying. So. I apologize if I added any stress to anybody's day, or maybe being mad at me was a nice diversion from being mad at what else is going on in this country. So thanks for listening. Thanks for your patience. And I'm a little insecure that this video is not funny, but I'm really going to just try to not make jokes around this sacred person that I obviously need to learn more about.
What the being mad sarcastic, bro.
New mom. I'm gonna start navigating things a little bit differently.
It slipped through.
When it comes to children's heroes. Got it.
And now people are telling her she shouldn't have caved to the mob. So she really opened a can of worms with this. And it's hard to believe she didn't know about Miss Rachel's take on Palestine, because I think it's pretty well known.
He just slipped.
Like, that's one of the only things I knew about her. And I think because Tim Dillon referenced it before on his podcast, who Whitney's friends with. And also Whitney made that comment about her right after she got caught up in that controversy where she liked that tweet about the Jews and people were calling her anti-Semitic. And Whitney said Miss...
Not gonna lie, though. The delete button is right here. Nah, I believe her. I believe her.
Rachel